Hey guys, happy holidays! Who's ready to get up and do some holiday cleaning with me? I'm gonna be tackling some areas of my house that are in need of major help, but I also wanted to show you my hack for making my own imitation of Mrs. Meyers Clean Day Peppermint scent and Iowa Pine. These are incredible Christmas or holiday scents. They're so wintry, they're so wonderful, and who doesn't want their house smelling amazing at Christmas time, especially if you've got company coming over. So let's do this. Honesty time. My kid's school is having a major outbreak from the virus that will not be mentioned here, and it could not have come at a worse time. The busyness of the holidays, when everybody just wants to be out doing things, a lot of events happening, and the outbreak was so bad at my children's school that they actually shut the entire school down and all of the kids are at home learning. So during this video today, you may catch glimpses of my kids or hear their teachers talking in the background. That's what that is, and I've decided I'm just gonna clean around them. Also, since it's a pretty big outbreak, I just feel the need to sanitize every square inch of my home to try to keep any germs at bay. Now, to get myself personally in the mood for cleaning, I love to have a good scent happening in the home and crank that music. So I'm going to start with a wonderful holiday simmer on my stove. It's not only going to smell wonderful, but there are purifying properties to the ingredients I'm putting in this stovetop simmer. So let's do that right now. I'm going to tell you the exact recipe and maybe you can try it yourself at your home. For this simmer, you're going to need fresh or frozen cranberries, some cedar tips. You can see here, I just actually cut a little bit from some of our cedar hedges in the backyard. So a good amount of those, and a lemon. This is a lemon that's kind of past its prime, and I think a simmer is a really great way to use up lemons like that. They're a little wrinkly, not really great for eating anymore, but they haven't gone moldy yet. So into your pot of simmering water, add the cedar, the sliced up lemon, and about half a cup of cranberries. I have about 2 or 3 cups of water in here right now. Doesn't it look so beautiful and festive? And the scent is even better. So I'm just bringing this to a boil before turning it down to simmer. And then I simmer this all afternoon. The house smells amazing. And especially if you have some chest congestion or nasal congestion, it really clears things up and adds some humidity to a dry home, as well as purifying the air. I learned this trick from a native elder. My children are indigenous, and he talked about simmering cedar and how it actually purifies the air, and it kind of has like antiviral, antibacterial properties. So I'm really thankful for that knowledge and happy to put it into practice in our own home. All right, we're gonna start by tackling the living room, which currently looks like a tornado has gone through it. It wasn't a tornado, it was just 6 children. My son's gonna help me pack up the Monopoly game. Normally I actually have the kids 100% clean up their own toys, but today, because they're busy with online learning, I'm doing a lot of the picking up myself. And if you have kids and teenagers, you know they leave clothing laying around all the time.
As a child, waking up to all those smells and sounds, racing downstairs to see what might be under the Christmas tree. Oh, can I please?
I'm straightening up our Christmas collection of books here. Our rule is at Christmas time on our bookshelves in the TV room, we only have out Christmas books, and then I pack them away in a special tote the rest of the year so that they're special every time we bring them out. Just flipping my camera sideways here, do you recognize any of these titles? Do any of you have these books at home? What are your favorites?
So we're both ready that Christmas love. I need more of.
We're also living in the dark ages and still have a Christmas DVD collection. But some of these are not on any streaming services, so we really love some of these Christmas classics and watch all of them every year. We have a lot of nostalgic decorations in our living room. I definitely prefer nostalgia over the latest fad or style. I think there's just something about Christmas that needs to have those historic ornaments. And of course, when you have a real tree, there are always ornaments falling off. I feel like every day I am picking up ornaments and putting them back on the tree because they slip off so easily. But it's totally worth it for the smell in your home of a fresh tree. This tree is very crafty, full of beautiful ornaments the kids have been given by their grandma. Every year she gives them a new, unique ornament, and they just absolutely love their collections. Okay, so I'm gonna start cleaning here with the Iowa Pine Cleaner, and I'm gonna show you in a minute how I DIY this recipe for really cheap. I'm also using old baby washcloths. I have a huge stack of these from all of the babies we've taken care of over the years, and they make great cleaning cloths. So reduce, reuse, recycle, guys. Don't use paper towels, use other materials you have on hand, keep them from going into the landfill, and use them as rags.
That Christmas joy I once had as a boy. That Christmas peace when heart and soul.
Darts from our Nerf guns, the bane of my existence. I am always finding them on shelves, underneath things. Not gonna lie, I will be thankful when my kids grow out of the Nerf gun phase. Definitely this cleaner works spectacularly on TVs and electronics, and I find ours get pretty dusty and kids' fingerprints, etc. So now it's nice and clean for me to put on a beautiful YouTube Christmas background while I clean. Helps make up for the fact that I don't have a real fireplace in my home. This cleaner is definitely safe on wood finish surfaces as well. This book, I Spy Christmas, my kids use this every year. They never get tired of it. It is a fabulous book if you are looking for an interactive activity for your kids at Christmas. This is our current puzzle right now, our Christmas puzzle. It's a glittery puzzle. The kids love it. And 300 pieces means that we can get it done really fast. I just love the shine this leaves behind.
And I don't need the bells and boughs, but I'll be home for you. I'll be home for you.
And the toy closet. First, do you want to look outside? Look how snowy it is at my house right now. It's beautiful and brisk. We don't have a ton of toys for the kids, but even when you only have a little bit of toys, it still seems to get looking messy. So I'm gonna clean up and organize these right now, and we'll be good to go.
But they hold nothing next to you.
Get up and clean with me if you feel like it right now. Maybe tackle one area of your home while you're watching. It's so good for mental health just to get the juices flowing and your energy pumping. So get up and clean with me if you can. I also use this cleaner on any painted woodwork. I find doors, especially in our home, get neglected with cleaning and dusting, and they tend to get so dirty from fingerprints, so give those doors a clean. All right, we're gonna start vacuuming. I have a central vac and I absolutely love it. The power head on it is so amazing. It sucks everything up. I know the trend right now is to have an expensive Dyson as your vacuum, but I really do love ours. It fits so well underneath our couches and our IKEA bookshelves. All right, we're gonna make our pine cleaner right now. So I actually am using spruce. So you can use spruce or pine, whatever you kind of have in your backyard or in your area. This area of Canada tends to have more spruce than pine. So you're going to take vinegar, white vinegar, a mason jar, and your chopped up spruce or pine. And simply stuff that mason jar or any kind of jar totally full with your branches. Now fill it up to the brim with white vinegar. And then put it in a cool, dark place. I'm putting it in my fruit cellar for as long as you can. 6 to 8 weeks is actually best. At the end of those weeks, you're going to take your jar, and you can even leave it in there for months, you guys. The longer the better, the more pine or spruce scented it will be. And you're going to pour out that vinegar into a strainer to catch any stray needles or anything like that. And then you're going to fill up a cleaning bottle about half full of this pine vinegar or spruce vinegar solution. And then the rest you're going to fill up with water. This also works really well as a floor cleaner. Just put a cup of this solution straight into your mopping bucket and fill with hot water. Now you're gonna have some of that vinegar solution left over. Just pour it right back into the jar with your branches and stick it back somewhere cool and dark. And it's just gonna continue to grow in its kind of potency and beautiful piney evergreen scent. Have you seen my other videos where I make homemade Mrs. Meyers Clean Day cleaners? I've got summer, I've got fall, so check those out. I will link them for you. All right, we're gonna hit the basement next. We have a kind of fun kids Christmas environment down here that's not your traditional red and green. It is purple and blue. We have pictures from Christmases past all over our house at Christmas time. The basement doesn't look too dirty today. I'm kind of impressed. The kids don't have too many toys laying around. And yeah, we're just gonna work on the living room section though of my basement today.
If you are there, help me find the Christmas.
These bookshelves need help. It always gives me a laugh when I find random things like this old Air Miles card in just random places like on our Christmas tree. Kids are funny. My son made this homemade angel, the angel Gabriel, if you can read his spelling and funny writing there. My friend Lanita made this with him. Thanks, Lanita. He loves it on top of this tree. All right, let's get tidying.
I want that Christmas spirit again.
Sometimes I think that straightening up the books is just kind of a wasted effort because 2 days later the kids will have them a mess again, but hey, it makes me feel good to have them clean just for a bit. We have so many Berenstain Bear books. This is only a fraction of them. Definitely one of our favorite series. Oh, that looks so much better. Our tree skirt gets covered in tinsel from the trees often, so I'm just gonna give this a shake and vacuum up all of that tinsel. Another Nerf dart. What a shock. Might as well vacuum the rest of the basement while I'm at it. Ah, that looks much better now. All right, we're gonna hit this with the pine cleaner once again. I always like to have some seasonal magazines out. Magnolia winter magazines are some of my favorite, just if guests are over and want to sit and relax and read. The next room we're gonna tackle is my bedroom. I'm gonna be using the peppermint scented cleaner for this, so stay tuned for that recipe. But let's start with the bed. I love our Christmas red flannel sheets. I got these from Sears a long time ago. Sears is no longer a thing in Canada, so you know how old these are, but there's just something comfy and cozy about flannel sheets at Christmas time. We tend to use 2 lightweight quilts on our bed that are identical, just because Andrew tends to get hotter at night than I do, and that way you can kind of throw one quilt off of yourself if you need to. And then in the summer, we'll take the top quilt off.
That's why I cheer. I've been busy decking the halls. I've been kind to big and small. And now it's time to have a merry holiday. What a feeling when it's time for Christmas.
I'm loving forest green and fur this Christmas.
I guess that's spring and summer.
This solution works really well on glass surfaces as well. Some people ask me if I regret getting glass side tables, and absolutely no. I love the mirrored surface. I love how it is a contrast to the more traditional woods in my room. Like, it's just nice to have something a little more contemporary. And there's so much storage in these behind those glass doors as well. Of course, the sleigh bed needs a good dusting as well.
I can see the snowflakes fall. I can hear the sleigh bells call. They're saying
I have to get up on top of my bed to clean our chandelier all the time, but I just love actually having a chandelier above the bed. And I also really love the ceiling in our bedroom. My uncle did this woodwork. He is such an amazing craftsman, and it makes me happy just to see our ceiling every time I walk in the room. All right, let's tackle this steamer trunk at the end of my bed. It's getting full of clutter. I love this picture of all my nieces and nephews and my kids and their matching Christmas jammies. Such a good memory.
small, and now it's time to have a merry.
My guess is that this steamer trunk is over 100 years old. It is a very special piece in our home.
Let's sing a carol and we'll...
Okay, let's make this peppermint cleaner. You guys aren't gonna believe how easy this is. So you're gonna need vinegar, water, and some essential oils. Peppermint essential oil and sweet orange. If you don't have peppermint essential oil, you can definitely use peppermint extract that you would use in baking. That works fabulously as well. Okay, so take 1 cup of water, 1 cup of white vinegar, 10 to 15 drops of peppermint essential oil, and a couple drops of your sweet orange. This cleaner smells so much like Christmas. I absolutely love it.
Waking up to
And I hide it in a Mrs. Meyers cleaning bottle so people think I spent way more than I did on this cleaner.
racing downstairs to see what might be under the Christmas tree. Oh, can I please have...
All right, time to scrub down my fireplace and reading nook. My son was having trouble with his internet at this point, so he's just kind of hanging out beside me while I clean. I love to sit here and read somewhere quiet and peaceful during the holidays.
Christmas beats when heart and soul were both at ease. That Christmas.
And a final vacuum for the bedroom.
I need more of.
Ah, that feels so good. The house smells incredible, just like Christmas ought to, and I just feel good. I feel much better after the events of the past week, just getting something done. I hope it helped all of you as well, and I will definitely link some of those videos to the side that are more of my Mrs. Meyers clean day, clean with me videos in case you want to just keep this cleaning party going. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos, and we'll see you guys next time. For the least, this is Jen.
Oh, can I please have